All right, today I'm going to share one of my absolute favorite go-to recipes. I call it the ultimate chicken kofta. And really, it's a foundational recipe that's just so simple to master. But wow, it delivers on flavor and versatility every single time. There's a huge difference between those frozen chicken products you buy at the store and what you can make in your own kitchen. Making them from scratch, it gives you total control over the texture, the flavor, and most importantly, the quality of what you're eating. And this recipe, this is the solution. It is so simple, it's packed with fresh flavor, and it gives you the freedom to shape the chicken into patties or nuggets, or of course, the classic kofta. It really puts all the creativity right back into your hands. So let's get right into it. From this one simple base, you can create kofta for a beautiful meal, you can make nuggets for the kids, or even patties for a gourmet chicken burger. I'm telling you, the possibilities are endless.
Okay, first things first, we've got to build the foundation. The chicken mixture is really the heart of this whole recipe, and getting the texture and flavor just right at this stage is what's going to guarantee a perfect result later on.
The ingredient list is just beautifully simple. For 1 kilogram of minced chicken, you're going to need a small spoon of salt, a packet of chicken seasoning for that savory base, and a large spoon of sugar to balance it all out. But here's the secret, a half cup of milk. The lactose in the milk helps break down the chicken proteins, and that's what gives you that exceptionally tender and juicy texture. It's a game changer. And the method? Super straightforward. First, just combine your minced chicken with all the dry ingredients. Get that mixed in, then pour in the milk. Now listen, the mixture is going to seem really loose and wet at first, but don't panic. That is exactly what you want. As you keep mixing, you'll see the chicken start to absorb all that liquid, creating this smooth, perfect base. Now here is an essential trick for shaping. Instead of using oil, which can make things greasy, we're going to use water. Just keep a little bowl of water nearby, dampen your hands, and you'll see the chicken mixture won't stick at all. It's a much cleaner, more effective way to get that perfect shape every single time. Once your koftas are all shaped, get them on a tray and pop them in the freezer for 30 minutes. Okay, this step is non-negotiable. Chilling them solidifies the mixture, making it firm enough to handle easily when we get to the breading process, and it ensures they hold that beautiful shape. Okay, our koftas are properly chilled and firm, so now we can build that perfect crispy coating. We're going to use the classic 3-step breading method, which is pretty much foolproof for a flawless, crunchy exterior. So, you'll want to set up your breading station with 3 shallow dishes. In the first one, we'll make a seasoned flour by mixing it with about a teaspoon of instant stock powder and a pinch of sugar. The second dish is your egg wash, just eggs, a splash of water, and a little salt and pepper. And for the final dish, we'll combine panko breadcrumbs with another little pinch of sugar. That's going to help with browning and caramelization when we fry. Now pay close attention to this next part. When you're coating with the panko, don't just lightly roll it around. You want to use your hands to really press those breadcrumbs firmly onto the surface. This pressure is what creates a durable, thick crust that sticks perfectly and won't fall off in the fryer. And here's a quick pro tip to make your life a little easier. Before you put the breaded kofta back on your tray, sprinkle a light layer of panko on the bottom. This stops them from sweating and sticking to the tray, keeping your workspace clean and the kofta looking perfect. All right, we are at the final and, let's be honest, the most satisfying stage, frying these beauties to absolute golden crispy perfection. This is where all that prep work really pays off. So, temperature control is everything when you're frying. The sweet spot is right between 175 and 180 degrees Celsius. See, if the oil is too cool, the kofta will just soak up grease and get soggy. But if it's too hot, the panko will burn before the chicken inside is cooked through. This specific temperature range makes sure the outside gets instantly crisp, sealing in all that moisture for a juicy interior. So here are the simple rules for a perfect fry. Heat your oil up, then lower the flame to medium to keep that temperature steady. Don't overcrowd the pan, you gotta fry in batches. Give them about a minute before you try to flip them for the first time. Then just keep turning them until they're beautifully golden on all sides. And then, and this is important, drain them on a wire rack, not paper towels, to keep them extra crispy. Every great fried chicken needs a fantastic dipping sauce. So I'm going to show you a super simple, versatile sauce that is the absolute perfect pairing for these crispy kofta. You only need 5 things you probably already have: mayonnaise, ketchup, garlic powder, black pepper, and salt. And we'll just use a small spoon of the pepper and salt to start with. And the prep couldn't be easier. Just combine all the ingredients in a bowl and whisk it until it's smooth. Honestly, for the best flavor, I'd recommend making it at least 15 minutes ahead of time. That just allows the garlic powder to fully hydrate and all those flavors to really meld together. So how should you serve these? Well, for a full, satisfying meal, they are absolutely delicious next to some pasta with a fresh, crunchy coleslaw on the side. Or if you want something quicker, they are perfect for stuffing into your favorite bread to make the most incredible sandwich. You know, one of the best things about this recipe is how well it freezes, which makes it amazing for meal prep. By using dried seasonings like garlic powder instead of fresh stuff like onions, we avoid that weird texture and flavor change that can happen when things are frozen. They will taste just as fresh when you reheat them. It's fantastic. So there you have it, a simple, versatile, and just incredibly delicious way to make chicken at home. You can make kofta and nuggets or patties all from one amazing recipe. So I guess the only question left is, what are you going to create?